Hi, I'm horror author Paul Edwards. Today I'm reading Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine, issue 106 from 1974. I thought some of you might enjoy flipping through this vintage magazine with me. Together, let's see what kinds of Monster Kid goodness is in here. Famous Monsters of Filmland, issue 106. Do you recognize the monster on the cover here? I'll give you a hint. It's not a monster from any of these. No? That is a Basil Gogos portrait of the hideous sun demon. The hideous sun demon. The portrait you're looking at here is better than the whole movie. But that's Basil Gogos for you, because his art was amazing. He was way, way better than a lot of these movies deserved. So in this issue, we're going to get The Golden Voyage of Sinbad. That's awesome. That's going to be a Ray Harryhausen picture. Tales That Witness Madness. And don't laugh at TV's Dracula featuring Jack Palance. I know it sounds kind of silly, Jack Palance playing Dracula, but it is a very well-regarded film. You'd be surprised. But let's take a look. By the way, the cover price now in 1974 is up to $1. Oh boy. Oh, hey, look. It's a little board game. All right, check this out. Here's what you would do. See, you would cut out these pieces and then stand them in the base here. And then use this as a board game, see? Oh, that's pretty good. All right. I mean, what do you want for a board game that's printed on the inside cover of a magazine? All right, let's get going here. As always, readers would submit their pictures with their letters, hoping to get published. All right. Well, what are we in for this time? The Curse of the Catsman People. The Living Ghost. That's an oxymoron. Dracula TV. Tales That Witness Madness. The Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Vampire Circus. I only caught Vampire Circus as an adult, but it's actually pretty good. I'm surprised I missed it as a kid. The Phantom of Lot 2. Witches and Demons Are Among Us. Wow. All right. Now I'm scared. The Curse of the Catsman People. You know, like Curse of the Cat People. King of the Bee Picks is gone. They were very good in this magazine about giving tributes to people in the fantastic film industry who had died. Catsman's Giant. Yikes. Oh, one of my favorite Harryhausen films is It Came From Beneath the Sea. I know there's only the one monster in it, and in some of his films he had tons of monsters, but I just really like that picture. I think the monster works really well. The first live-action Superman from the movie serials. That is a song. Atom and Evil is a song by the band Heaven and Hell, which is Black Sabbath when they toured with Ronnie James Dio as their singer. On their album, The Devil You Know, that's a song, Atom and Evil. But I don't think that's what this is named after, because that hadn't come out yet. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't know, man. Who are we going to root for here? John Carradine or Bela Lugosi? Yikes. Yep. There's the It from It Came From Beneath the Sea. Other sea monsters can't hold a tentacle to Harryhausen's Quintupus. The creature is like an octopus, but for budgetary reasons, probably, they could only get 5 tentacles onto the thing. And they just had to make do with that, so it's called a quintupus sometimes. Oh, okay. The living ghost is perennial B-movie Bad Penny John Agar. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Oh, Agar. The brain from Planet Auris, the mole people. When I say John Agar is the Bad Penny, it's like the expression a bad penny keeps turning up. That's what I mean. I'm not putting down Agar. I'm saying he's a perennial B-movie Bad Penny because he keeps popping up in every B-movie. At least from the 60s. Dracula TV, rival for Lugosi? Lee? Okay. Jack Palance was an actor who would not immediately come to mind when you were thinking of somebody who would make a good Dracula. But his made-for-TV Dracula movie from the 1970s really is very good. And if you have never missed it, I'm sure you can find it easily online. Just look for, Jack Palance Dracula, and I'm sure you'll find it. But it is worth catching. Tales that witness madness in 4 eerie episodes. Yikes. Oh my gosh. How Forrest J. Ackerman is this? Two's Company, Trees a Crowd. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. All right. Now we're getting to some serious Harryhausen. This is not a horror film, as you can probably tell from the title. The Golden Voyage of Sinbad is a fantasy adventure film, but it is something that would interest monster kids because there were plenty of monsters in each of the Sinbad films. Case in point. Oh my gosh, Jonathan C. Gould, really? There's Harryhausen bringing his monsters to life. Oh boy. Vampire Circus. Please don't feed the bats. Okay. I'm an independently published writer, and I have been to some writing seminars at like national writing conferences and things. And one time I was at one where the whole topic was just titles, and titles that had to promise what the content of your book or movie or whatever was going to deliver. So this is a really good example of a title that promises exactly what the movie delivers. Vampire Circus. Perfect. Perfect title. You know exactly what you're getting. Mm-hmm. The Phantom of Lot 2. Oh, man. Ooh, the Golem. Not the Lord of the Rings Gollum. The Golem. The figure made of clay that is brought to life by occult means. Oh, the Devil's Bride. Ugh. Witchcraft with Lon Chaney Jr. Voodoo Man. Look, you get Lugosi, Carradine, and Zucco. Ah. This film has been released under different titles. I know it as The Devil Rides Out. Here it's billed as The Devil's Bride. But it's Christopher Lee, for once, gets to play the good guy. He is an expert on the occult who has to save everybody from an evil occultist. It's interesting because later in life, Christopher Lee was asked if there was a movie of his early work that he would want to remake, and he said he would want to remake this one, The Devil's Bride, or The Devil Rides Out, but with modern special effects. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but it would have been cool. Burn Witch Burn, that's a good one. I like witch movies. Burn Witch Burn is a movie that's good enough that even if you're not big on witch movies, you would like that one. Black Sunday is more gothic. That's a Mario Bava movie. The Witch's Curse. I gotta tell you, I'm reasonably conversant in 20th century horror films, and off the top of my head, I don't remember The Witch's Curse. I wonder if it has been released under another title. If you know this movie, you can let me know in the comments. Let me know what I'm missing, or if it's something I would know under another name. Mm-hmm. Yep. Voodoo Island. Burn Witch Burn. The Val Lewton movie, I Walked with a Zombie. Arguably the best voodoo zombie movie ever. Although I'm partial to White Zombie, but I Walk with the Zombie is really good too. Oh, you can get your vinyl albums, your Edgar Allan Poe vinyl albums. That's pretty good. I have this, believe it or not, still in plastic, never taken out of the plastic wrap. It somehow got forgotten and went into a back corner in my childhood home, and we discovered it recently. Oh, check out the masks. I gotta say, I like almost all of them. I'm not crazy about the Frankenstein one for some reason. Not sure why. I like the Mummy one, though. Oh, wait, there's two different Frankenstein ones. I was talking about this one. I'm not crazy about this one. That one's all right. Express yourself. Oh, my gosh. Who wants a 6-foot-tall Frankenstein? Order your back issues, of course. Order your home movies with a reel of highlights from each of these movies. You don't get the whole film. You get highlights from it. But, you know, in the mid-70s, you take what you could get. I had most of these. The Aurora dinosaur and prehistoric animal set. And each one of the characters came with a base, and the bases would interlock, so you could make a whole big diorama. You know, whatever happened to the Phantom? That's a character that seems to have been forgotten. Ooh, the Mego figures, these were great. And sometimes you may not have even known that some of these magazines existed. Like Spacemen, Monster World, a Mole People one-off. Movie monster kits. Did you have any of these? Oh, here's more from the letters column. Continues back here. Oh, and here's the other half of the board game terrain from the inside front cover. This issue will really grab you. This is from the movie The Green Slime. I did a whole video just on this movie, The Green Slime. This is a movie that really was not as bad as people say. The problem is it came out at a time when audience tastes in science fiction were changing. If this movie had come out a couple years earlier, I think it would have done well. The problem is it came out in late 1968, and earlier in 1968, two very cerebral science fiction movies came out, 2001: A Space Odyssey and Planet of the Apes. Together, those movies completely changed what the audience expected from science fiction. And so this kind of, you know, laser beam battles against green bug-eyed monsters, this kind of science fiction felt passé by the time that it hit theaters. Audiences did not like it, but it really wasn't that bad. It was just not the kind of thing that was in at the moment. If you enjoy classic monsters and vintage horror, check out my book series, the Mourner's Woods books. Basically, I write novels for people who like monster movies. That's the simplest way to say it. I'll post a link in the description to this video. My books are the Mourner's Woods books. My name again is Paul Edwards. Thanks for spending some time looking through Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine issue 106 with me. I'll see you in Mourner's Woods.